I turn right now to somebody, as I mentioned prior to the break, is one of the best stories in the NFL. There's no other way to put it. Blew out his knee in the 2016 Fiesta Bowl. I mean, blew it out. ACL, LCL. And Dallas drafted him in the second round anyway. People thought Jerry Jones was nuts for doing it. And, man, this guy is balling out and has made Jerry Jones look like a bandit for taking him in the second round. And his Clear Eye View collection launch is going to be going down this Friday at the Star in Frisco, Texas. The Star, Jaylon Smith, here on the Rich Eisen Show. How you doing, Jaylon?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you guys?
I am doing fine. If I had told you the day of the Fiesta Bowl that this is what it would be like right now, December 11th, 2018, what would you have said?
Oh, man. I'd be in disbelief. I'd be in, just full acceptance because it's all a part of God's plan. But I'm thankful to be here. I'm happy to be on your show.
Thank you.
So thanks for having me, man.
Of course, Jaylon. And, we talked while you were going through your rehab, et cetera. And I know you want to talk about the here and now and the future, and we will definitely get to that. But it's, I'm always fascinated by journeys. Your journey is something else, to say the least. And I'm wondering how you got through it. I mean, what did you do, Jaylon, to get to this point where it looks like you're as better and you're as good as new as ever?
Yeah. Man, honestly, it all started with me making the decision to persevere. And that's, structured, through my Clear Eye View, what I talk about a lot, focus, vision, determined belief, and earned dreams. That's really helped me throughout this process, but just embracing each season that I was in, understanding that probably wasn't going to play my first year, being patient and allowing my nerve to regenerate, laying a great foundation to rehab my knee. Because, forget all of the nerve stuff. I had a severe knee injury, ACL and LCL. So we had to repair the knee first. We had to make sure the knee was okay first before we could even, think about the nerve. So it was just a matter of patience. Nothing really happened on my time. It was all a part of God's time. So I've just been loyal and very responsive. I attacked each and every day like it was my last. And I'm just thankful to be here to where I am today, to be able to show, my elite skills, at the highest level.
And last one on this, you played the Lions in Week 4, and the Buckeye who was involved on that play, Taylor Decker, plays for the Lions. Did you cross paths with him on that day, Jaylon?
Yeah, we crossed paths a couple times. Didn't say anything to each other, but we crossed paths a couple times. He's a guy that was drafted in the first round, very high talented. And, there's no hard feelings, but, just fact of the matter is he pushed me after the play, but it's the game of football, the last gladiator sport. And, we all got to play it, very tough and physical.
All right, the here and now, Jaylon. Your team's 3-5. What was going on in that locker room at that point in time?
Man, trying to figure out our identity and our culture. And it's just something that we had to come together and realize against the wall. There was only one way that we needed to go. And that's what we've been doing. So we have to continue that mindset. And Coach Garrett does a great job at, preaching to us about that.
What does he preach to you, Jaylon? Because, again, I mentioned this to Byron Jones when he joined us last week. Most of the football-loving population thinks all he does there is clap.
He definitely has a historic clap, I will say that. But, no, he talks about, being locked in, handling the ebbs and flows of the game, being able to persevere, being able to not get too high, when everything's going well, and, when things are not going well, being able just to stay mellow. So just being resilient, that's what he talks about. And, we've bought in.
You sure have, man. And there's no doubt about it. And you guys in the front seven, I mean, you get after it. I wonder what your impression of Leighton Vander Esch has been. Everyone talks about him quite a bit as well and what he's been able to do as the first-round selection there. And his drafting was, not nearly as, I guess, surprising in many ways as yours, Jaylon. Everyone thought you needed a wide receiver in Calvin Ridley, and you take this kid from the blue turf up there in Idaho, and he has just been a revelation. I'm wondering what your thoughts are on him.
Man, there's something about Jerry and those Boise State guys. You know what I mean? He always finds them. And, for us, we've believed in him ever since he's gotten here. He's a guy who loves the game of football, and he's been very humble and learning a lot from Sean and myself. So that's the biggest thing I love about him the most is that, he's a guy that you want, in your foxhole.
So what maybe have you been picking up from him?
What I've been picking up from him, he's the best tackler on the team. If you want me to be honest, he's the best tackler on the team. So whether it's watching the way he tackles or asking him, kind of what he does, when he's going in for a tackle, like I said, he's the best tackler on the team. Me, I'm a little bit, more diverse. Being able to blitz the passer, rush the passer, and run sideline to sideline, all of that good stuff. But his attributes, man, dude's the best tackler that I've never seen. So that's really what I learned from him.
I don't know. You took down Alvin Kamara in open space with a goal line right in front of him the other night, Jaylon. I mean,
but like I said, I've been able to learn from I've been able to learn and apply, some of my elite skills as well. So we work well together. We've been able to build our chemistry since OTAs or since minicamp. So just very thankful to have him as my partner in crime, and we're going to be around for a long time. We ain't going nowhere.
You sure are, Jaylon. What happens when Sean Lee does get back on the field? How's that going to work? Are you all three planning on getting on the field at the same time?
I'm not the GM or the head coach and all of that good stuff, so I don't know how they're going to do it. But I know they got, they've got some great guys and elite guys at linebacker who want to play, and we care for one another. So we'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. And Michael Irvin was the one who first brought it to my attention. I think it was around week 3 that defensive linemen on that team, Jaylon Smith, were referring to themselves as the Hot Boys. Are you part of the Hot Boys? Is that just the front four? I mean, How does it work here, Jaylon?
The Hot Boys is a very unique group. There's initiations that go down. There's certain qualifications that you have to be a part of the Hot Boys.
Okay.
And I'm one of those initial members. Like I said, due to my ability to get after the passer and blitz and just overall character. It's something that you have to earn definitely to be a Hot Boy. And we've gotten 2 guys that are up for a roundtable discussion, and that's Leighton Vander Esch and Anthony Brown. Who are the next 2 potential Hot Boy members?
Okay, so I don't know if this is like Fight Club. Hopefully you can talk about it, Jaylon Smith, here.
Some of the stuff is confidential, but I will tell you, this is what I will tell you.
Yes.
Taco is the founder.
Okay.
Taco Charlton is the founder, and DeMarcus Lawrence is the CEO.
Okay. So what you're saying, Jaylon, is
they have the final decision.
Okay, so what you're saying is that for something that is crucially team building, potentially transcendent for the Dallas Cowboys and your team, you followed the Michigan man. Is that what you're saying, Jaylon?
I don't like to view it as that because I can't remember the last time Michigan beat Ohio State or Notre Dame.
Oh, my
So we don't really like all that Michigan stuff. Mm-hmm. However, he's the founder. And, when someone gets voted in, we have a roundtable discussion, and every member of the Hot Boys has to say aye.
Okay.
All it takes is one no. And you're postponed. So, like I said, we got 2 guys up for the roundtable right now. And we'll see.
Okay, Jaylon. Okay, good to know. Tell me about your glasses. Tell me about the CEV Clear Eye View, your collection launch that's going down at the Star on Friday afternoon there in Frisco, Texas.
Yes. So man, I've been aspiring to be an entrepreneur my entire life. I've learned a lot from a lot of people, and these past 2.5, 3 years, I've been able to really learn a lot about, business and assets versus liabilities and all of that good stuff. And, thinking about my message of clear-eyed view, having a focused vision, being able to see it clearly. It just made sense to go with some eyewear, especially from a margin standpoint on the business aspect, the cost to make and sell and all of that good stuff. But it's just something that was dear to me because I wanted to be able to share something with the world and my message. And quite frankly, I look good in eyewear. So.
You be you, Jaylon Smith.
Please come out this Friday.
Yep, at the Star in Frisco, Texas, between 3 and 4:30 p.m. Your cleats for My Cause, My Cleats. What was it this week, Jaylon? What has it been this year?
Autism. It was for autism awareness.
Okay.
Autism is so colorful. There's so many different forms of autism, and I was able to display that on my cleats. But just wanted to bring awareness. My girlfriend, she's an ABA therapist, for the Autism Center back in my hometown, and so I've been able to learn a lot and been able to be around the kids, and it's just it's an amazing thing. It's a part of more people's lives than you think. And, I just wanted to spread awareness.
All right, last one for you, Jaylon. I'm going to let you pound the table here, okay? I'm going to let you pound the table because all we're hearing about is the battle of the Heisman winner versus the runner-up. All we're hearing about is Oklahoma, Alabama. We're hearing about Clemson. We're hearing about Clemson, Dabo Swinney. They've won it all. Nobody's talking about Notre Dame. Baby. Nobody's talking about him, Jaylon.
Man, it's nothing like a Golden Domer. I think Drew Tranquil, a linebacker there, he said it's like nobody really likes Notre Dame unless you're Notre Dame. So
well, that's true. I'll be honest with you, Jaylon. I rent Rudy hoping he pops a quad. I'll be honest with you. That's me. That's just me, though.
So it's definitely God Country Notre Dame. We definitely got some debts to pay with Clemson. So I'm looking forward to that challenge, and we're going to be out here in my town. So. I'll call it a little home field advantage, if you will.
Yeah, that's right. So are you gonna be there? You gonna go on the sideline there?
We will be traveling to New York for the final game of the season, so I will not be there. But throughout the week, when these guys are here practicing and all of that good stuff, I'll be around. I'll be encouraging them and getting them ready for the battle. But I like my guys. We're undefeated.
All right. Well, you, sir, are one to root for, man. You keep balling out, Jaylon. It is just awesome to watch. You just close and you just do your thing, and you and the rest of the Cowboys sitting there at 8-5, and your journey and where you stand right now and what's in front of you. It's just been pretty neat to watch, Jaylon.
Man, I've been so humbled throughout this entire process, and I'm just thankful to be able to, put my skills on display. Jerry's getting a return on his investment. I'm just thankful to be a part of America's team. So I appreciate that.
You bet. Absolutely. And again, just if any troubles happen, just find the Michigan man and follow him. Okay, Jaylon? That'll work.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Are you serious?
I am.
All right. Take care.
All right, you take care. Take care, Jaylon. That's Jaylon Smith, at DJaylon Smith.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.